Bonjour, hola, marhaba. Welcome to our World Language Ceremony. My name is Melanie Thomas and I am the World Language Teacher Leader. We are here to celebrate multiple groups of accomplished language learners. These are students who have committed themselves to bettering their language and their cultural skills, thereby preparing themselves to contribute respectfully and confidently to an ever-changing global community. I will be presenting along with my colleagues in the World Language Department. And we would also like to thank our Cosgrove teachers, Anna DiSabatino, Cherie Hall, Becca Marr, Jen Mongold, and Brandon Sarton for their help and support, as they are the teachers who started many of these students out on their world language journey. As you can see, we will proceed in alphabetical order, starting with the French Honor Society, followed by the Hispanic Honor Society, and then the Seal of Biliteracy students. The students will be receiving their certificates from their language teachers, and the Seal of Biliteracy recipients will be receiving their medallions when we have received them from the state.
Bienvenue à tous à la cérémonie d'initiation de la Société honoraire de français au lycée Spencerport. Welcome to the initiation ceremony for the National French Honor Society at Spencerport High School. The Société honoraire de français was established in 1949 by the American Association of Teachers of French to stimulate interest in the study of French, to promote high standards of scholarship, to reward scholastic achievements, to create enthusiasm for and an understanding of Francophone cultures, and to promote international friendship. The Spencerport chapter of the Société honoraire de français was founded in 2005. To be selected for membership, students must be in 10th, 11th, or 12th grade and have completed at least the first semester of French 2. They must have a weighted average of at least 90% in French during the semester of selection, as well as for the past 2 consecutive semesters. These students must also commit to participating in French 4. The motto of the Société honoraire de français is Avoir une autre langue, c'est posséder une deuxième âme. To have another language is to possess a second soul. Our current officers are Paul Calderon, Amelia Fargnoli, Abra Geiger, Elizabeth Resch. The following members are graduating this year: Alexandra Battaglia, Paul Calderon, Abigail Case, Alana Di Cesari, Ella Genovese, Carolyn Giancurcio, Addison Gloser, Brianna Griffin, Christopher Hammerly, Catherine Hanley, Alexis Harrington, Holly Lamarand, Zachary Lawbacher, Angelina Malenti, Ahmed Mutana, Bientong Pengsamfani, Elizabeth Resch, Haley Rooney, Andy Ubelacher, and Adriana Vitali. Félicitations. I am very proud to initiate today the 16th and 17th classes of the Société honoraire de français at Spencerport High School. The following members have been participating this year as they would have been initiated in 2020. Cami Brescia, Caitlin Crowley, Hannah Igabrod, Amelia Fargnoli, Abra Geiger, Alyssa Gugliotta, Colleen March, Elizabeth Melia, Alicia Nowak, Julia Ryan, and Olivia Wolfhanger. Alyssa Gugliotta is also graduating this year. And finally, this year's entering class of the Société honoraire de français: Bailey Briggs, Sydney Button, Riley Feige, Camden Keys, Trevor Pettit, Angelina Ta, Lucas Warner, and Willow Yarger. Félicitations à tous. Congratulations to everyone.
Hello, this is Mr. Mu. I teach French, Spanish, and occasionally Arabic. I want to congratulate all our inductees, and I want to thank you for attending our celebration. Generally, members of La Société Honoraire de Français are initiated beginning in the spring of French 3, if they meet the requirements. Having met the requirements for membership, students participate in a candlelight ceremony as part of the world language ceremony. Members of La Société Honoraire de Français participate in activities to promote the French language and culture. In the past, these activities have included activities from elementary and middle school and participation in the Festival of Nations at Cosgrove Middle School. Now, Mrs. Moyer will introduce Hispanic Honor Society.
Bienvenidos a todos. Gracias por su presencia en esta celebración. The Spanish Honor Society was founded by the American Association of Teachers of Spanish and Portuguese in 1953 for the students of North American secondary schools. The name of this chapter is La Casa Azul, named for the museum and home of Frida Kahlo, a Mexican artist whose work intrigues many of our students. Our motto is Todos a una, which means all together for one goal. Our colors are red and gold. Our insignia and seal are those of the Mother Association. The officers for the 2020-2021 school year are Caitlin Crowley, Claire Cuddy, Haley Dates, Lillian De Palma, and Amelia Richards. Tonight we are here to recognize this prestigious group of students who have shown and proven a deep interest in the beautiful Spanish language and Hispanic culture. The new members that were inducted in 2020 were Bryn Barnum, Erica Beatty, Ava Berardi, Grace Bonacci, Lily Brongo, Serena Brooks, Ryan Choate, Caitlin Clays, Allison Collins, Dylan Consular, Caitlin Crowley, Claire Cuddy, Katrina Daly, Haley Dates, Anthony DeMarco, Livia Fideli, Sydney George, Emma Giunta, Tessa Gusick, Alyssa Hackett, Dylan Harder, Jessica Huffman, Samuel Lane, Sophia Lopez, Anna Magos, Austin Mandarano, Gareth March, Anna Miller, Abigail Mortimer, Brian Patmore, Natalie Futhasak, Emily Post, Brienne Quigley, Hannah Reese, Shaylin Revenue, Adriana Rotoli, Emma Seals, Emily Sugar, and Chloe Wilson. The new members inducted in 2021 are Sarah Adams, Michaela Amico, Lucas Blunt, Isabella Buono, Athena Chance, Mackenzie Chapman, Sumaya Coleman, Sydney Collier, Zuri Cotton, Madison Fleck, Clara Hager, McKenna Husser, Sylvester Kirchhoff, Ian Lape, Dylan Lewis, Jaden List, Kaylee Mansfield, Jacob Marciano, Sophia Mara, Adria Mascia, Katie McKee, Cameron Mesh, Gianna Nucci, Gretel Nurnberger, Emma Schleyer, Sydney Schleicher, Catherine Totes, Cruz Vargas, Gabriela Vega, Riley Weber, Gabriella White, and Andrew Weevold.
This is Senora Montañez, and I would like to congratulate our newest inductees. These students have not only met the requirements of maintaining the 90% or higher for all of their high school Spanish courses and completed an application sharing their personal statement as to why they want to be a member, but they also have committed to continuing their education in the course as they move forward in their studies. Members of the Sociedad Honoraria Hispánica participate in activities to improve their own Spanish. If we have in-school meetings, students can participate in conversational activities. Outside of school, Members also practice using their skills by reading books or articles, listening to podcasts, watching programs or movies, or listening to music, working with lyrics. Senior members of La Casa Azul who are working towards the seal of biliteracy may also use this practice towards their portfolio application.
We will be proceeding with our Seal of Biliteracy recipients. Spencerport is proud to recognize 34 seniors who are receiving their Seal of Biliteracy. This year we have students who have proved their communicative abilities in Arabic, French, and Spanish. In order to receive the seal, they have all proved evidence to demonstrate their ability in 2 languages, to read, to write, to speak, and to listen. They've all given a presentation in their world language in front of multiple evaluators who then interviewed them in the target language. It was a pleasure to watch the presentations that showcased their skills in a language other than English. Amel Albakoshi. Amel studied in Arabic in Yemen until the 10th grade when she moved to the U.S. Amel is so proud of the progress she has achieved in improving her skills in Arabic through the Seal of Biliteracy process. She looks forward to using her language skills in the future at college and in her medical career. Faith Allen. Faith has studied Spanish since 7th grade and is part of the Hispanic Honor Society. She hopes to continue with Spanish in college and in her future occupation. Kiara Belliard. Kiara grew up in a Spanish-speaking household and chose to begin her Spanish classes at Cosgrove to improve her Spanish language skills. She will be continuing her Spanish education at St. John Fisher and hopes to use it in her chosen nursing career. Maggie Bracken. Maggie has been enrolled in Spanish since 7th grade in Cosgrove. She loves speaking the language and learning about the culture. She hopes to continue her education as she continues her career at SUNY Geneseo next year. Paul Calderon. Paul has been learning French since middle school and is part of French Honor Society. He wishes to continue studying it and visit France one day, among other countries. Caitlin Clays. Caitlin enjoys learning Spanish because not only it has given her the ability to communicate in a language, but she also has a chance to understand other cultures and connect with people from other cultures. She will continue Spanish in college and will be majoring in architecture at the University of Buffalo. Jordan Scherf. Jordan has studied Spanish since 7th grade. She is also a member of Hispanic Honor Society. She will continue to study Spanish in the future. Lily DiPalma. Lily's brain has soaked up Spanish since 7th grade in classes, and even more so in Hispanic Honor Society. She enjoys speaking with her teachers and classmates in Spanish in Spencerport and hopes to travel to a Spanish-speaking country one day post-COVID where she can use the language even more. Alyssa Epping. Alyssa loves Spanish. She has studied Spanish since Cosgrove, and she finds it fascinating and fun. She is also a member of the Hispanic Honor Society. She plans to further her college in education as she prepares for the future. Oriana Galfuso. Oriana has been studying Spanish since 7th grade and is a member of the Hispanic Honor Society. She hopes to use her Spanish skills in the future because she wants to visit Spain and Argentina someday. Ella Genovese. Ella has studied French since Cosgrove and enjoys learning the language, the culture, and the music. She hopes to study abroad in France in college. Addison Gloser. Addison is a member of the French Honor Society, and she has spent her time encouraging French language learning in the elementary schools through the completion of her Girl Scout Gold Award. She plans to continue with French as a minor in college and looks forward to study abroad. Meadow Golden. Meadow has always had a love for the Spanish language ever since she had learned a few small words as a young kid. She has spent countless hours immersing herself in the language in and outside of the classroom since 7th grade. Orion Greco. Orion has studied Spanish since 7th grade and currently participates in Spanish Club and Hispanic Honor Society. He plans to learn multiple languages in the future and is currently studying Italian. Both Italian and Spanish are spoken by his family, and he loves learning these languages so that he can communicate with the older generations in his family. Faith Hinman. Faith has studied Spanish since Cosgrove and has a dream to use her ability to go across the country to do missions work in hopes of building relationships with the children through her understanding of Spanish. Amaya Hurst Torres. Amaya has studied Spanish since 7th grade and is president of the Spanish Club. She's going to continue studying Spanish in college. Celeste Keys. Celeste started to learn Spanish in 7th grade, where she found interest in the music and traditions of Spanish-speaking countries. Learning a new language has opened the door for her to pursue a minor in language in college. Regan Kinsella. In addition to receiving the Seal of Biliteracy, Regan is also a member of Hispanic Honor Society. Next year, Regan will be majoring in nursing, and her hope is to be able to use her Spanish skills to make her patients feel comfortable. Grace Lane. Grace has been studying Spanish for 6 years, and it has been a favorite subject of hers. She hopes to expand her Spanish skills and knowledge of the culture in college and apply her skills while studying abroad and in her career. Michael Laubacher. Michael has studied Spanish since middle school and is also a member of the Hispanic Honor Society. He is considering minoring in Spanish in college. Delilah McLeod. Delilah has studied Spanish since middle school and is a member of the Hispanic Honor Society. In 2019, she won a scholarship to travel to Spain, where she stayed with a host family for 1 month, and she has lasting memories of this trip. Olivia Maloney. Olivia has studied Spanish since middle school and participates in Hispanic Honor Society. She plans to continue her Spanish education and minor in linguistics and culture at college. She hopes to put her Spanish to use in future traveling. Skylar Mogeb. Skylar is proud of her language skills and loves the feeling of speaking Spanish. She appreciates connecting with people, and being able to speak Spanish has given her access to a whole new group of people with whom she can speak. She plans to continue her Spanish studies throughout college. Gianna Pisa. Gianna has studied Spanish since Cosgrove in 7th grade, and she is a member of the Hispanic Honor Society. She plans to study forensics, chemistry, criminology, and criminal justice at Buff State, and knows that Spanish will be beneficial in this field. Elizabeth Resch. Beth started taking French in Cosgrove in 7th grade, and she has continued throughout her entire high school career. She's a member of the French Honor Society, and she hopes to find a way to incorporate her love of French into her life moving forward. Amelia Richards. Amelia has always loved Spanish since she started to take it in middle school. This year, she was able to become one of the officers of the Hispanic Honor Society. She will continue her Spanish education in college by minoring in it and hopes that it will help her with connecting with all of her patients as a nurse. Adriana Rotoli. Audrey is a part of the Hispanic Honor Society, and she hopes to continue learning Spanish in college. She hopes to use her knowledge of the language in her future career as a lawyer. Karina Rotoli. If you know Karina at all, you know that she likes to talk, and she is a chatterbox in Spanish class. It's a pleasure to hear her chatter away in Spanish. She hopes to travel to a Spanish-speaking country one day after becoming a doctor, so she will be able to help those who don't have access to medical help. Emma Savino. Emma has been taking Spanish since 7th grade, and she plans to continue in college to study. Emma would love to study abroad in a Spanish-speaking country, and she hopes to use her Spanish skills in the future as a teacher for students who do not have English as a first language in order to help give them a better chance in school. Jacob Schlurf. Jacob has been involved with Spanish ever since 7th grade, and he has thoroughly enjoyed it. From being in Spanish Honor Society, Sealed by Literacy, and just the normal Spanish classes, he has used the language a numerous amount of times, and he plans to keep going and use it in his future career path. Nabat Shaibi. Nabat's first language is Arabic, and she attended school in Yemen until 7th grade. When she came to the U.S., she made sure to continue to use her Arabic to not lose her reading and her writing skills. Nabat has accomplished her goal of being able to know 2 languages and is pleased to be recognized for this ability. Cheyenne Try. Cheyenne participates in the Spanish Club and is a member of Hispanic Honor Society. She hopes to utilize her Spanish abilities in her personal and professional life. Maya Vocal. Maya has been studying Spanish since 7th grade, and she plans to study abroad in Costa Rica during college. Spanish has helped her to explore new cultures, and it has played a very important role in her education. Jacob Weiss. Jacob has studied Spanish at Cosgrove, and he hopes to take a pathway of Spanish in college and will use Spanish to get into the FBI. This group of students will be receiving the seal on their graduation diploma. The New York State Education Department will also provide the recipients with a medallion that they will wear at graduation. I hope they are an inspiration to you and to future students. They are global citizens who are compassionate and empathetic as they are willing to consider others' perspectives. This is so valuable for our society. We need people willing to foster community understanding between people of all nationalities. Congratulations and best of luck to you as you leave Spencerport and enter the global community that awaits you. Spencerport's participation and commitment to this program affirms that we value, honor, and celebrate the diversity among the cultures and languages in our community. I'd like to again acknowledge this significant honor to these students. I'd like to thank you, our families and friends, who have supported and encouraged them in this pursuit of knowledge, skills, and attitudes that will prepare them to contribute respectfully and confidently to an ever-changing global community. Congratulations.